Went through the grind, went through the process, and it was massive. There were times where it was just massive hours over extended periods of time. The difference, though, is this: with the online world, let's just use Empower as an example.
Right.
You've got guys in Dave who have gone through the grind.
Right.
And they talked about it. They went through 18-hour days, 27 days a week. I mean, they went through that process where, they went through that grind, and what they're doing, all they're doing is they're taking it and putting it into a system. Whereas before, when they started, they didn't have a system.
Right.
They had to literally heavy lift every step of the process.
Right.
Do things that didn't work, do things that didn't work, do things that didn't work, something kind of worked, and said, okay, there's hope. And all they're doing is now they've got years of experience of now exactly what works. So that for someone who's working a 40-hour-a-week job, 2,080 hours a year, what's happening is they may have a limited amount of time to separate. Now it can be high-performance time.
Right.
Because they don't have to make any of the mistakes.
Right.
They press a button, they plug into a system. It's like making a Betty Crocker cake. It's like making ice with directions. Step 1, get an ice tray. Step 2, fill with water. Step 3, put in freezer. Step 4, shut the door. Tomorrow, they brought it down to where someone can be without. Now, if you want to achieve the greatest results, then go all in and go all out.
Right.
But if you can create a result, you get the inspiration to go the next step and create the next result.
Right.
I had somebody once tell me, I was asked, it was a conversation once, how much money does someone have to make before they can truly believe in network marketing? $1.
Yep.
$1.
It is. It's $1. It's a quarter.
I just need to do something and pay me something.
Right.
Because then I can realize, all they're doing is instead of having to do what we did, they're saying we just have systems you can plug into and you can compress them.
Right. Yeah, I know of one system that's out there, and they say we just give you your $100 belief check.
Yeah.
It's just your $100 belief check.
Yeah, $100 doesn't make anybody rich, and it doesn't change their life, and they can't do it. It just gives you belief. Said, we told you if you'll do something, you'll make something.
Yeah.
Well, you did something, and you made something. Right. Now the question is, how much do you want to do, or are you willing to do, and how much do you want to make? Because it's related.
Right.
You do a little, you make a little, you do a lot, you make a lot, do a lot more. The difference is, one of the things I'll say that I've seen, and in talking to all the folks with Empower, more so than in many things I've seen, once you get it going and you get that movement, you suddenly don't have to do those, because once you learn, you can suddenly get the same result with so much less time, because you've reached a point where you've just gotten that level of efficiency.
Right. And you obviously now, even though it's network marketing, over 23 years you've built systems and things like that. So back to that question, how many hours, I know 23 years later, but how many hours are you working per year now?
Well,
it's different, I know.
Yeah, it's different. Now, we spend more of our time traveling.
Yep.
We still spend a lot of, let me tell you something. We actually spend a lot of hours, but I need to explain that. When you achieve a level of success where you're earning 6 figures a month,
yeah,
you don't do that by yourself.
Right.
You do that because you have large teams of lots of people.
Right.
We now probably work a massive amount of hours, except it's not work, and people have to understand there's a difference.
Yeah, of course.
We travel around the world. I've got an apartment in Thailand right now, an apartment in Vietnam. We spend time in Hong Kong. We spend time throughout Asia. We spend time in Europe. Literally, we've got a team that's really starting to move. I'm heading. 3 days ago, I didn't know I was going to Israel. In 4 days, I'm flying to Israel.
Okay.
And that's not work.
Right. No.
That's going to spend time with a team that you're building those relationships. You enjoy those relationships. You love the relationships. That's having fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's what I mean. After this time, once you put in the time, actually there's very little work.
Yeah.
Because even if there's a lot of hours, it's because we are helping people who helped us. We're helping them achieve what we've achieved. It's what Dave and Dave are doing.
Right.
They did it. Now they want you to do it.
Right.
It's really not work. You talk to them, they go, we're so jazzed by it, we're not working.
Right.
Yeah, if you want to know how many hours am I doing this, a lot. As much as I used to, but it's different. Because I'm traveling the world, I'm helping the people I love.
Right.
I mean, that's
just building
that's a
relationships
different
at that
thing.
point. And if you really call building relationships work, then
Yeah,
that's
building
really-
relationships is not work.
No,
I mean, if
that's
if
fine.
you think building relationships work, you need to do something else.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean that's what everybody wants to do anyway. Most of the time anyway, is hang out with their friends. So that's all you're doing.
I mean, literally. So if people want to call it work, then we're working more hours a week than we've ever worked. Instead,
Yeah.
I think what we're doing is we're having more fun than we've ever had with people that we really have a great time having fun with.
Excellent. And then the $1 million question is, how much do you, on average, make per month?
We're making 6 figures.
6 figures, multi 6 figures, or
Well, yeah. I mean, you do multiple things, but right now, probably between 120 to 150,000.
that's awesome. Welcome to the good life.
Well, actually, welcome to the teaching and coaching life.
Right, absolutely.
First, somebody tells you, then they show you, then you do, and now it's your responsibility to tell, show, and do everything.
Well, and that was one of the things, and I won't say who it is because I'm going to interview him one time. He might say something different. But I asked him what his intent was for this weekend, and he's like, to be able to help others. That's it. Sure. Like, I've learned what I need to learn. I'm only here to help. I'm only here to help. And you get to that point, and you just want to give back.
It is because somebody gave it to you. It's not like it's this philanthropic thing. It's because it is fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course.
It is incredibly fun.
Well, okay, Jermaine, come in here real quick. I taught this cat how to swim just a little bit, and I enjoyed the heck out of it.
Yeah,
They swam. That was the very first time ever, right? Swam for the very first time ever in the middle of the ocean in Costa Rica, right? The very first time. He was scared. He was scared.
Most people learn how to swim in a pool. If you're going to learn how to swim in the ocean in Costa Rica. It's a much more fun way to do it.
He was petrified. He was petrified. I had to unzip it. I had to flip. All right, unzip your jacket. No, I had to unzip your jacket. I'm like, dude, you gotta trust me. I got you. I'm not gonna let you drown. And as soon as he panicked, what did I do? I reached out and I grabbed him, and he's like, and he is holding on for dear life. And I'm like, dude, don't worry, I got you. I got you.
But here's what it is. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Build trust, and then be willing to jump in with them.
Yep.
And then everybody comes out.
Yeah. And it was awesome. I mean, as much fun and awesome as that was for him to swim for the very first time, it was that much. As much fun as I'm sure you watching somebody make it.
You watch it, you're like, you get a big thrill. You're like, that is so awesome.
It felt awesome. It felt awesome. There's not very much better than when you help someone do something for the very first time. It's just not.
Well, but that's what empowerment is. It's about, that's what I'm learning. Like you said, that's what I'm saying, that's what I'm learning, and that's what it's all about.
If I wasn't here today,
What it's all about.
Look at the light hitting his face. It's, it's almost like the heavens has opened up, and it's like Curtis.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out in the shower. Hang on a second. I'll walk on the water.
and if I wasn't here today, I still wouldn't know how to swim.
Yo, locos.
We're doing a toast to David's name over by the video camera.
Okay.
And they're going to videotape it with the sunset. We got to go quick.
Okay.
It's been fun.
Everyone over
Sunset.
there. Over to the
All right, thanks, Curtis.
All right, gang. Thank you, man. See you guys.
Awesome, thanks, Curtis.